เค้กข้าวไข่นมพร้อมพักพร้อม
ああ、人気すぎるのも悩ましいものだね。まあ、こんなに好かれているんだから仕方ないか。お茶会は淑女の必修科目さ。お茶会における礼儀作法を学びたいなら、僕が教えてあげよう。
นั่งฟังเพลงก่อนมาแล้วเหรอโอ้มาแล้วโอ้อายากาศก็มาด้วยเหรอเดี๋ยวนะอายากาศเธอถือปืนกันเหรอเฮ้ยมันมีภาษาอังกฤษให้ด้วยโอ้มารอบนี้ใช้อายากะ อายากะนี่ก็คือมาในชุดอย่างนี้ มาในชุดอันนี้อยู่แล้วแต่นี่ก็อ่าเขาชื่อว่าอะไรนะเชฟโรเลตจำชื่อมันนะเชฟโรเลตเฮ้ยแต่นั่นอ่าไอ้ตัวละครใหม่แน่นอนใครน่าจำอันนี้ยังไม่รู้หลีกแต่รอดูคุณเลน่าแต่ว่าแผ่นนี้น่าจะเป็นเกี่ยวกับเอาอายากะมาเป็นนักแสดงแน่ๆเลยมารออีก7 นาทีเสียงดังไปหมดเองเอ กวิเต็มตัวแต่ทำไมไม่ค่อยเห็นนะไม่เห็นนาเวียนในนี้เลยอะแต่อายากะมาแรงแทนนะก็คิดดูว่านางเอกขนาดไหนแต่ที่จะขึ้นแทนนาเวียมา
Okay, everyone. I assume that you know why we're here, right?
I've checked the perimeter. The coast is all clear.
All right. Then
ไม่มี
it's
สัมภาษ
time.
ณ์
Time to shop for the latest fashions at Chioria Boutique. Huh. Don't you think something sounds a little off about that line? Yeah,
ไม่มี
this
ซับ
is Chioria Boutique
Say
that
that.
we're talking about. I feel like we need something that sounds, I don't know, a little more extravagant, maybe?
We'll have to
Yeah.
talk about it later. The lights have been turned on and the audience is already here. The program is starting.
Oh, hi. Welcome to the Genshin Impact version 4.3 special program. Yay! As you can see, our show is sponsored by Chioria Boutique, one of the leading fashion houses in Fontaine. But before we go any further, let's take a moment to watch the version 4.3 trailer.
นั่นละมาดูกัน
Camera operator. That can be a pretty technical job. Are you really up to it? Wait, you put no thought into finding a good camera angle, and the characters weren't in the shots. And
เมื่อกี้มีชื่อซาเวีย
Nice to meet you. I am Navia, the president, leader, commander-in-chief, executive director, and boss of Spina di Rosula.
โอ้ใจผมอ๋อโอ้เพลง
Umbrella warfare, I guess. Fire!
เมื่อกี้ได้จากคัสซีน
All right. Cameras will start rolling as soon as the set is ready.
ครับครับเอาครับ
He is really kicking things into
Check
gear.
on-
The
check on-
director props and lighting set the scene. Actors can get their makeup done. Extras go
เฮ้ย
through
อามิสโตะอาจจะตะ
Camera ready.
ชิโอริอ๋อ
Actors to your position. Lights.
คราวนี้เราจะได้เจอกับชิโอริแล้ว
Enough, villain. Pay for the death of our mother.
You're just as naive as her. Did you really think 2 muskets would be enough to defeat me?
Ajaka.
Your crimes are
อาจจะ
evident.
กลับตามมาถึงนี่เลยเหรอเชฟรียูสใช้หอกอืม
Drop your weapons. Justice will prevail.
ท่าสสาร
Not bad. The
Fight
actors'
กับน้ำแข็งอะ
emotions were all on point. Let's keep that take. We'll move on to the next scene.
next scene โยอิมิยะ
You mean
Did you really think you'd get away?
Chevras?
You can keep your Mora, and you can go to hell.
โอ้นางเอกมากัน3 คนเลยเหรอ
Excellent! That was beyond mesmerizing. Let's make a film that'll make some serious waves in Fontaine. Not the kind of waves that drown people. I mean, the good kind of waves.
ใจผมหูโยอิมิยะ อายากะแล้วก็ นะฮะ นาเวีย นางเอก มาพร้อมกัน3 คนไม่ไหวจริงๆ มันจะอะไรขนาดนั้น เอาเป็นว่าแผ่นนี้จะเป็นแผ่นที่มันเบาๆ เป็นแผ่นเก่าๆแล้วกันเนาะ เป็นแผ่นอารมณ์แบบว่าสนุกสนานไม่ซีเรียสอะไรไม่ซีเรียส แต่ชุดชิโอรินี่มันดูสวยอยู่นะ ถ้าชิโอริท่าหินเน้นหรออินาสมะ แต่ชิโอริน่าจะขึ้นเป็นตัวละครของฟอนเทนหรืออินาสมะเนี่ยสิ เจ้าตัวเป็นคนอินาสมะ แต่เปิดร้านอยู่ที่ฟอนเทน
Welcome back to the version 4.3 special program, everyone. I'm Sarah Miller Cruz, the voice of Lumine, and today I'm joined by...
Hey everybody, I'm Brenna Larson, the voice of Navia, president of the Spina di Rosula.
And I'm Erica Lindbeck, the voice of Chevras.
Yay!
Chevras.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This is the first time we've had you two on the special
ถามว่า
program.
เชลบลัส
It's so great. Okay, so actually, we have a tradition on the program where we all get to sing everyone a little song.
Oh.
Huh? Okay.
Nice try. I've seen the special programs before.
You don't want to sing a song? You can sing a, like, a
I
little
love
song
singing,
about
listen.
Genshin. You know, Genshin Impact. No, okay.
Ooh.
Back to business.
ร้องเพลงอะไรวะ
Okay, like we mentioned before, this program is sponsored by the Chioria Boutique.
Mm.
So while we're sharing content from version 4.3, I also wanted to get some inspiration for shooting commercials for the boutique.
We don't want to let our client down.
Yeah, and speaking of new content, we can't have a new version without introducing some new characters. As you already saw in the trailer, Navia and Shavras will be our new playable characters.
Yay! I'm sure many of our viewers are already familiar with Navia after seeing her throughout Fontaine's Archon quest. But who is Shavras?
Who indeed? Other Fontaine characters have already mentioned Shavras before in their voice lines, but Shavras will finally be making an official appearance in version 4.3.
I'm so excited!
So exciting!
Oh,
คือก่อนหน้านี้มาโผล่มาใน voice line แล้วคราวนี้ก็มาโผล่ใน
Well, I mean, if we're shooting a
สี่
video
สาม
for Chioria Boutique, then I think Navia would be an obvious choice. After all, Navia's clothing was designed by Chiori herself.
Wait, Erica, that was actually a really natural sounding product placement for Chioria Boutique. You're amazing at this.
I know it sounds like product
มี
placement,
แต่ผู้หญิง
but
อะ
Chiori really was the designer who created Navia's outfit.
แต่เมื่อกี้
Next,
เหมือนจะมีไอโผล่มาด้วย
Ooh, and by fashion show, we mean her character.
ส่วนเราเป็นเด็กกล้อง
I always say that blind optimism
เป็นขา
isn't the answer. If you want a bright future, you have to go out and seize it with your own two hands.
ไปขวานอ่ะอาวุธเป็นขวาน จะเป็นขวานหรือเป็นล่มดี
This one's got your name on it.
ล่มแล้วก็เป็นปืนด้วย
Proper sense
แล้วก็ปืนใหญ่
from the Spina with love.
เฮ้ยโอ้ถ้าอันติโอ้ยิ้มกว้างซะด้วยอ่ะ
I'm sorry, can we take a moment to appreciate how perfectly
เธอแบบ
Chiori
ยิ้มสด
customized
ใส
Navia's
นะ
clothes and accessories to reflect her personality? She clearly pays a lot of attention to the small details.
Erica, I love how seriously you're taking the sponsorship. It's really great. It's
ต้อง
important.
กดอ่ะ คือต้องกดอ่ะ
While we're on this topic, though,
กดไฟขนาดนี้ต้องกดแล้วล่ะ
seems pretty interesting. On the outside, it looks like a delicate accessory used to block out the sun, but on the inside, there's actually a secret firearm that can be used to ward off enemies at a moment's notice. It's elegant and fierce all at once, just like Navia herself.
Exactly. Even when it comes to her enemies, Navia is not the type to eschew basic etiquette.
อันนี้ก็คือถ้า
So
โจ
she
มตีธรรม
prefers
ดา
to maintain appropriate distance while in combat. While using her elemental skill, Navia opens her gunbrella and fires multiple Rosula shard shots that can pass through opponents, dealing geo damage upon a
เล็ง
successful
ได้
strike.
Ooh.
For a period of time
โจมตีเป็น
after
วง
using
กว้าง
her elemental skill, Navia's normal, charged, and plunging attacks will deal increased damage and become infused with the power of Geo, which cannot be overridden.
Now, when Navia is in combat, there are these little markings around her that look like bullets. I wonder if that's some sort of ammo for the gunbrella?
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
you
เก็บ
guessed
สแตท
it. When a character in the
เป็นการ
program
เก็บสแตท
gains
สาม
an
สแตท
elemental shard created from the crystallized reaction, Navia will gain crystal shrapnel charges. Navia will consume these charges after unleashing her elemental skill.
คือถ้าเก็บคริสตัลไลท์ไม่ทำไมนะ
Increases with the number of charges that she's accumulated.
Oh, okay. So you're saying that Navia's
โอ้
elemental skill becomes
สามารถ
more powerful
โอ
if
เค
fused together with
โอ้
other
เป็น
characters'
เทคนิคการเล่นใหม่
to trigger the
เกมเพลย์ใหม่
crystallized reaction.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, great.
Navia's
ถ้า
elemental
ถ้าเก็บ
base
คริสตัล
calls
ไลท์
forth
ก็คือจะเป็นการเพิ่มสแต็กเข้าไป
Salute, which
อันนี้ก็จะเป็น
unleashes a
ตัว
massive
ถ้าไม่ตาย
bombardment on opponents in front of her, periodically dealing
ถ้า
geo
ไม่ตายก็คือ
elemental
ยิง
damage. I should
โอ้
also
แล้วพื้น
mention
เป็นดอก
that
กุหลาบเลย
Navia will accumulate crystal shrapnel charges at certain intervals if she strikes enemies with the Rosula Dorada Salute.
Ooh, now that salute is spectacular. That's awesome.
I heard that the Spina di Rosula likes to perform firearm salutes before important negotiations. You know, as a way to celebrate future success.
อือ
But don't misunderstand, you
แล้วก็
guys.
ใช้
It's not an intimidation tactic at all.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
อ๋อ
I guess-
มัน
I
ไม่
guess
ใช่การ
that's
สุ่ม
just
แต่มันเป็นการ
Spina's way of showing respect
ยิงไปที่ตัวเป้าหมายเลย
in its own way.
Yeah, totally.
Not intimidating at all.
No.
As the president of the Spina di Rosula,
Oh.
Navia is always trying to collect
Navia-
the latest
Navia
intel by exploring all corners
ให้
of Fontaine. When Navia
ค่า
is
สำรวจเพิ่ม
dispatched
เติ
on
ม
a 20-hour expedition in Fontaine, rewards gained will be increased.
Okay,
ระบบ
so
เห็นเมื่อ
we
กี้
just mentioned that Navia is
แล้ว
the
ก็
president of
Quest
the
Story
Spina
ของ
Rosula.
Navia
So I think
Rosa
we should bring up Spina's
Multiflora
contributions to
Chapter
averting
Act 1
Fontaine's prophesized crisis. I mean, it was all thanks to Navia's leadership.
Exactly. Some people even lost their lives during that disaster. I'm certain that those events weighed heavily on Navia, but she remained tough and committed to leading the Spina.
Yeah.
Yeah, and while we're on the topic of Fontaine's crisis, though the prophesized dangers are over, the town
มัน
is
จะเป็น
probably
เรื่อง
still
ราว
busy
หลังจาก
rebuilding everything, right? I bet Navia's
หลัง
gonna be
จาก
occupied
ที่
with
นา
that
เวีย
for
ได้
a
สูญเสีย
long
ผู้คน
time.
ไป
Oh, definitely.
ใช่ไหม
That's
สูญ
something
สูญ
that
เสียเม
travelers
ลัส
will
กับ
be
ซิล
able
เวอ
to
ร์
see
ไป
for themselves. Navia's story quest, the Rosa Multiflora chapter, will become available in version 4.3. The Spina will be working diligently to rebuild Poisson. Though repairing the houses will be straightforward, the emotional distress may be much more difficult to address. If you're curious about how Navia and her crew are going to proceed, then be sure to check it out.
Oh, I'm so excited.
ก็คือเป็นการรีวิว พอยซอง
Okay,
ขึ้น
so
มาใหม่
now that we've introduced Navia, it's time for Chevrolet to be in the
Chevrolet.
spotlight. Okay, I know that since she's a newcomer, you probably can't wait to learn more about her. So let's get right into it.
Okay. How should I introduce her? First off, Chevrolet is the captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. It's a Fontainian organization that handles all sorts of difficult cases and dangerous criminals.
Ooh.
She doesn't like to appear in public without good cause, so if you happen to run into her, it's likely that you're in some sort of trouble.
But as long as you're a law-abiding citizen, there's no need to worry. Chevrolet is actually really easy to get along with outside of work. Oh, Feastos are just the
เขาบอกว่า โอ้โห
with you
สายกิน
with
สายกิน
so many sauces.
พี่ชอบอ่ะ ถ้ายืนเฉยก็ถ้ายืนเฉยคือกินของก็กินใช่ ใช้หอกแล้วก็ปืน
Hands where I can see 'em.
แล้วก็ทุ่นระเบิด
What? That was so fire. And I am not just
ไฟ
talking
เยอะไป
about
หมด
skills.
Oh my gosh, look at her idol animation.
ชอบเนี่ย
I love that she loves snacks.
Mhm.
That is so awesome.
She's a girl's girl, and she gets it.
Yeah, she gets it. She really does. She's not exactly what you'd expect from the captain of the special patrol, though, right?
I guess that's kind of true. I mean, Chevrolet's work as a captain can be really stressful. I mean, I can't blame the girl for indulging every once in a while to relieve some stress. She even adjusts her training regimen
ขอ
to make
น้ำ
up
มัน
for her snacking
เฮด
habits.
โฟนใช่ไหม
In fact, she trains more than any other member of the special patrol. Her platoon really admires her for that.
Wow. Okay, she's got
ไอ้ที่คอน่าจะเป็นไอ้ที่
That
ปิด
is
หูระหว่าง
awesome.
ตอน
She's
ยิง
really admirable.
ตอนยิง
The
ปืน
special
อะไรพวก
patrol
นี้
prioritizes combat ability
อันนี้เขาเอา
above
ไว้ปิด
all
หู
else.
ตอนยิง
So
ปื
the
น
organization often attracts some eccentric personalities.
Okay.
Yeah. The Special Patrol used to have problems with insubordination, but ever since Chevrolet took control, everyone has fallen into line, which does not surprise me at all. She commands respect among her peers, and she's a formidable fighter, and she leads by example. Though she demands excellence from her platoon, she holds herself to even higher standards. She always tries to be an example for others to follow, whether it's investigating cases or in marksmanship practice.
And it looks like a lot of her skills involve using a musket. She must be a pretty good shot.
For sure. Chevrolet and her musket are basically partners in crime. They're inseparable. She definitely knows her way around a firearm. Chevrolet uses her musket to fire at opponents during her elemental skill. For a period of time after unleashing her
เล็งได้
elemental skill,
เล็ง
Chevrolet
ได้
continuously restore
กด
HP
ค้าง
to
ก็คือ
an
เล็ง
active character on the field. During her elemental burst, Chevrolet fires an explosive grenade with her musket, which will split into secondary explosive shells upon impact. Impact.
ระเบิดจากรอบนอก
Whoa. Wait, I noticed that Chevrolet
มีกระ
has
สุนใหม่อีกอะ
bullet-like markings around her during combat. Can she shoot a special type of ammo?
That's right. Chevrolet obtains an overcharged ball when a nearby party member triggers
แต่
the
มาแค่ห
overcharge
นึ่ง
action. Holding Chevrolet's elemental skill will consume this special ammo to unleash an even more powerful pyro attack that covers a larger AoE. This attack will also grant an attack buff to all Pyro and Electro characters in the party.
Okay, so that's where the name Overcharged Ball comes from.
Uh-huh. Shavras actually came up with the name herself.
Oh.
She was reading a novel where the protagonist believed that names held a lot of power. If you give something a cool-sounding name, then you've given yourself an advantage over your enemies. That kind of logic resonated with her, I guess.
Oh, shut
well,
relation.
I guess she has a point.
Oh, I should also mention what happens if Shavras is paired with all Pyro and Electro characters. If your party contains at least one character of either type, then triggering the overloaded reaction will cause an opponent's Pyro and Electro resistances to decrease.
Okay, so it seems like Shavras could really shine in an overload team.
อ่า
But
เน้นให้
I
ใช้
also noticed that Shavras
เน้นเหมาะกับ
isn't
ทีม
solely
Overload
limited to a musket. She
Mhm.
also uses a polearm in combat. Okay, honestly, if I were a criminal, I feel like I'd be pretty nervous if she came after me.
Oh, for sure. Most people who have something to hide avoid her like their lives depend on it. And maybe it does. In all seriousness, though, that's why Shavras trains so hard. She has to be able to catch a wide variety of cunning criminals who try to evade her at all costs. So when Shavras is in your party, stamina consumption from sprinting is decreased.
Oh, I love that.
อ๋อสเตมิน่าลด
These
ช้า
two
ลง
new characters are great. Both of them would be great leads in our commercial. I don't know, it's so hard to choose.
I know. And I will make this even harder for you.
Oh no.
We're about to take a look at what event wishes that travelers can look forward to in version 4.3. The candidate pool for the lead role of our commercial is about to get even bigger.
Oh,
my
no. In the first half of version 4.3,
Oh,
travelers can look forward
เขา
to
สรุปมา
event
เพราะกับ
wishes
อายากะ
from Navia and
ใช่ไหม
Ayaka. A new 5-star claymore, Verdict, will also be featured in the weapon event wish.
บริ
In the second half of version 4.3,
อ่า
we'll
คนชน
have
เทพ
returning
ไร
event
เดน
wishes from the Raiden Shogun and Yoimiya. During this time,
โอ้โห
Shavras
คนชน
will
เทพ
also
จริง
receive a huge drop rate boost. Be
Yay.
sure to check them out if you're interested.
That's awesome. Travelers can also look forward to 2 new artifact sets in version 4.3. Songs of Days Past and
Oh,
Nighttime
artifact ใหม่
Whispers in the Echoing Woods. Be sure to keep an eye on future announcements to learn more about them.
This seems like the perfect time for
Song
our
of
first
the
break.
Day
We've
Past.
shared a ton of information
Nighttime
so far,
Whisper
and I
in
bet
the
travelers could use some time
Ishan-
to digest it all.
Echo
You're right.
Echoing Wood
Definitely.
Let's
Echoing
take a break
Wood
while we take a look at the second
ข้าง
group
บน
of
นี้น่าจะ
adult
ใส่ให้กับ
The version 4.3
Navia
special
แน่
program is brought to you by Chioria Boutique and will return shortly.
ๆนาเวียพอถึงฉันจะไม่มีกันเลยสองคนนี้น่าจะเป็นลูกน้องมาใหม่ สดใสอาหารอาหารอาหารพิเศษของนาเวียน่าจะต้องเป็นมาการองแน่ๆเลย มาการองอันเท่าฝ่ามือ
Welcome back, everyone. So, we've thoroughly discussed our casting options for the Chioria Boutique commercial. But the content of the commercial is also important, right?
มีการ
Have any ideas?
อันนี้คืออะไรอ่ะ อาวุธ
If
อี
we're
เวนต์
making a commercial for Chioria Boutique, then how about we include some event
แปลว่าอาวุธ
footage
อี
of
เวนต์
Chiori?
น่าจะทำมาเพื่อนาเวีย
Chiori is actually going to appear in the event for
ของ
version 4.3.
เดี๋ยวของอัพมันคือเทปกาวนี่เหรอ
While the travelers have been able to see her store in the court of Fontaine, they'll finally get to meet her in person.
Yes.
มันคืออะไร
so
Ultimate
travelers
Overlord
can also
Mega
look forward to
Magic
meeting
Sword
Ayato and Ayato in Fontaine. Chiori suggested that they should stop by.
Super
so
Duper
here we are.
Invisible
Hey, this is
Shining,
actually the perfect time
Sparky,
for a word from our sponsor.
Magic
An
Crystal
Inazuma-born fashion icon, Chiori. Chioria Boutique is your one-stop shop for the latest and most
Chiori
fashion in
ชิโอริ
Fontaine.
เท่าที่ดูลีกมา
That is right.
ยังไม่มาวันนี้หรอก
Chiori is acquainted with the
ไม่รู้จะมาวันไหน
Kamisato siblings because she's
แต่เท่าที่รู้
also
อ่ะ
from Inazuma.
เป็นน่าจะเป็นตัว
She actually
playable
introduced Ayaka and Ayato to Xavier
ดูจากเสื้อผ้าก็ได้จะเป็นท่า
before
หิ
they
น
make the trip to Fontaine for the Fontanalia Film Festival.
So exciting! Will you tell us more about the Fontanalia Film Festival?
Oh, The Fontinalia Festival was established to commemorate the legendary Rock Knights. According to the myths, they went on a quest to search for the
เมื่อกี้เขาบอกว่า
Oceanic and
เฟสติวัล
eventually
อะไรนะ
welcomed the Hydro Archon Egeria to Fontaine.
It's one of the most important festivals in Fontaine.
โอ้มีอะไรเกี่ยวกับอิจิเลียด้วย
Mondstadt, and Lantern Rite is to Liyue.
So exciting!
The Fontaine Film Association proposed the Fontinalia Film Festival earlier this year, and during this time, the public may submit films for evaluation. The entry with the highest score will be given the Farina Award by the association.
Well, we can see Farina working with Ayaka and the others here. So wait, does this mean that there's a chance that Farina might win the Farina Award? Okay, now I'm intrigued.
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to leave you in suspense. If travelers are curious about what Ayaka and the others are doing in Fontaine, or how Farina fared, you'll just have to play the event when the new version becomes available.
So we know that several friends from Inazuma will be in Fontaine for the Fontinalia Film Festival, but travelers have so much more to be excited about. Travelers will also have the opportunity to participate in a variety of activity booths during the festival. Each one will have a different theme.
So cool. The first activity booth is the 1000
Why
Pace
your booth?
Interdiction Arc
คืออะไรอะ
Sharpshooting Zone. In this activity, travelers will use the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol simulation device to
อ๋อ
practice
เฮดช็อต
targeting and shooting opponents.
Yep. The special patrol
ไม่
will the
ไม่ต้อง
public
ช็อตค่ะเอเลีย
fun target
เฮดช็อต
practice.
And the second activity booth is
โอ้
called
เดี๋ยวนี้
Trick
เอามอนสเตอร์มายิงหัวกันอย่างนี้เลยเหรอ
activity, travelers will use the studio's special lighting effects to film a fight scene. Take advantage of the buffs
เปลี่ยน
brought about by the
เปลี่ยน
special
จาก
lighting effects
แสงสีเป็น
and
ภาพ
endless
นัว
performance
ๆขาวด
and obtain a higher score.
So cool.
ำดูมีความแบบ
Really giving off
Classic.
movie vibes. Navia's movements are also super smooth. It's all so atmospheric.
Oh, for sure. But
คน
not
อะไรเอาร่มมาตี
everyone is enjoying the fun and games. Travelers will meet a
อันนี้
contract
คืออะไรอ่ะ
employee at the third activity booth. She needs some help with her demanding client. During
คือ
the
อะไรอ่ะ
activity Extreme Drive, travelers will help her test out stabilization mecha balls.
Look
Huh?
at how the traveler chases after those
คืออะไรอ่ะ
stabilization
ไล่
mecha balls. Okay, I bet that contract employee can relate since she's being chased down by that client.
คือเราต้องไล่พวก
Stabilization mecha balls
พวก
seem
นี้
ordinary, but they're actually very agile.
อ๋อ
They automatically avoid all testers by moving in
เล่น
the
เป็น
opposite
แบบ
direction
co-op
of the
ซะด้วย
movement. You can find jump boosters around the testing grounds.
อ๋อ
Travelers can use them to jump
อุ้ย
higher
น่า
and
สนุก
further,
น่าสนุก
which is perfect for quickly traversing to the other side
น่า
of
จะ
the
ได้หลายคอนเทนต์
stabilization
อยู่นะ
mecha ball.
เกมเนี้ย
Travelers in co-op matches will have to find a way to herd as many stabilization mecha balls into their target area as possible within the time limit. The more mecha balls that end up in your area, the more points you'll earn.
The fourth activity booth
อันนี้
is
คือ
called Into the Frame. In this activity, travelers will get to shoot their
ถ่าย
own
รูป
scenes by experimenting with different camera positions and narration techniques.
Cool, we get to make a movie. That's awesome.
Make a movie.
Travelers might remember helping out Xavier with some filmmaking back in Inazuma, but this seems more professional. Wait, maybe this can be the inspiration for our commercial.
Oh.
Now that I think about it, a Fontanian man went to Inazuma to shoot a film. I guess international travel can be a source of artistic
แล้วก็
inspiration.
ไพมอน
That must
บิ
have
น
also
มา
been true in Shiori's case, since she opened
Where should
Shiori's
we go?
boutique in Fontaine.
Ooh, that could be a strong theme for our
I'm
commercial.
just about
Actually,
with the
Ayaka
heat.
and Ayato aren't the only Inazumans traveling abroad in version 4.3. Kuki Shinobu just arrived in Liyue for her class reunion.
Yeah, and
Huh?
Ito decided to tag along as the boss of the
ฮะ
Arataki gang.
อาราตากิก็มาด้วยเหรอครับ
Brought his Onikabuto with him. I think he plans to train
Oh.
the beetles for battle.
Wow.
Yeah.
The Arataki
โอเคแปลว่า
blazing armor
แพท
beetle
แพทนี้จะเป็น
battle
แพทฮาๆอย่างเดียวเลย
is definitely very Ito.
For sure.
ใครเป็นคนวาดรูปนี้ให้อิโต้วะ
Beetle battle event in version 3.4, right? Ito battles against a super powerful beetle battler. I believe his name was Grandmaster Hanakado.
Yep. Grandmaster Hanakato made an impressive showing during the last beetle battle event. This time, he's made the trip to Liyue with Ito. It seems like the two of them have met a mysterious new beetle battle master.
What? Who is it? Tell us.
Tell us, tell us, tell
I'm
us.
sorry.
แพ
I'm
ท
sorry. I
แพท
can't
นี้
give
ก็
it away. Travelers will have to
ยัง
discover
คง
their
เป็นการ
identity during the
เอา
event.
แมลงมาสู้กันใช่
Aside from meeting this
Ah.
mysterious new beetle battle master, Travelers
oh.
can also look
อ๋อ
forward to
มี
new ways
ต่
to
อยกลับ
battle.
ด้วยเหรอ
While the movement and charge
โอ้
mechanics remain
ฮะ
unchanged from the original event,
นี่พวกมึง
travelers can now also instruct
นี่มัน
Onikawa
ไม่ใช่มันแรงแล้ว
Guard to defend against electro bullet and jet stream attacks. Make use of the movement, charge, and guard strategies to topple your opponents no matter what they throw at you.
นี่
Master
มัน
them, and you'll be ready to
นี่มันแมลง
tackle
ด้วง
the
หรือมัน
ultimate
หรือมัน
trial
อะไร
of
เนี่ย
the strong.
Ooh, trial of the strong.
Travelers can look forward to encountering an old friend in the Fontanian
โอ้มีการแจ
countryside.
กมินิ
That's
ซีรีส์
right, Ullman came to Fontaine and he brought his treasure map and treasure
มินิ
seeking
ซีรี
along
ส์
with
อัน
it.
ใหม่จะเป็นน้ำแข็ง
Yay! Our mini Sealy friend is back!
So cute. Travelers can help restore the Sealy's vitality by absorbing energy from the locations that are marked on Ullman's treasure map. In return, the Sealy will guide us to the locations of buried treasure. After collecting ancient iron coins during this event, you can exchange them for various rewards, including a mini Sealy in your preferred color.
Ooh. Okay, so in the event preview, it looked like some of the treasures located underwater, but when I first
อันนี้
arrived
มั
in
น
Fontaine, I discovered that Sealy
ไม่ใช่
couldn't
ท่า
follow
น้ำแข็ง
me
แต่มันเป็น
underwater.
underwater
Is the treasure-seeking Sealy different?
เป็นมินิซีรีส์ที่สามารถโผล่ได้ใน
Very
น้
observant of you.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
ำ เป็นมินิซีรีส์
In
ที่มี
this
น้ำอยู่ข้างในตัว
iteration of the Lost Riches event, a new mini Sealy named Brilliance will be available. This new mini Sealy can travel underwater.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Treasure isn't
อ่ะ
the only
แปลว่า
thing
ตัว
we
อื่น
can
มันไม่
discover
สามารถ
in
ท
Fontaine's countryside.
ำไม่สามารถ
You might also
ดำน้ำได้
come across a mysterious domain guarded by a unique swordmaster who
อันนี้
searches
คืออะไร
for
อ่ะ
the meaning of battle. During the
Dance
Dance
of
of Resolute Will,
Resolute
travelers
Will
will get the chance to participate in combat challenges.
น่าจะเป็น
Each
combat
challenge stage will contain 2 rounds. Travelers must select their party compositions before the challenge starts. One of your chosen characters must be used in both rounds, but no other character can be repeated.
Oh, okay.
After you complete a blade dance objective during a challenge, you will obtain a heightened verve buff. Defeating opponents while heightened verve is active will grant you more points.
And another old friend is returning in version 4.3. That's right. It's Leben.
Leben.
Oh. And if Leben is around, then that must mean we'll have a chance to trade a bunch of items for primo gems again.
ลิเบนกลับมาอีกครั้งครับ
Exciting.
เฮ้ยลิเบนกลับมาเร็วไปปะเนี่ย
Looks like Leben isn't the only old friend we'll be reunited with in version 4.3.
ก็คือ
Several
ยังคงอยู่ที่
familiar
บางแสน
joining the Genius Invocation TCG.
โอ้
After this update, travelers will have the
คราว
opportunity
นี้
to
ไพ่
travel
TCG
characters around Fontaine. A
โอ
new
เค เราทุกคนสามารถเล่น
customization will also
โรซาเลียได้แล้วนะครับผม
Ah, I'm so excited to see players challenge the Melazine.
สามารถชาเลนจ์กับเมโลซีได้ด้วย
Travelers can look forward to the addition of several new
โอ้
cards,
เด็กเอเลไม
including 6 new character cards, plus 5 new monster cards, such as Dvalin, Signora, and Ajdaha, will be obtainable from the
ซิน
corresponding
ยอร่า
tower
เอจาฮา
challenges.
แล้วก็
But that's
มัง
not
กร
all. The Forge Realms Temper event
Item.
will also be making a reappearance, and there will be an update to the heated battle mode. Be on the lookout for future announcements.
There's TCG content to look forward to outside the game as well. The Genius Invocation TCG Asia Invitational will officially begin in January 2024. Mm-hmm.
อันนี้เป็นการจัด
Travelers can
แข่ง
look
ขัน
forward to some
TCG
friendly
ที่นะ
competition between 16 of the top TCG players all across Asia. I heard they're some of the best in the region. So cool.
ผู้ชายอย่างเราอ่ะ
Be
ไม่
sure
เล่น
to
ไพ่หรอก
follow the Astro
พวกเราเล่นแมว
or Twitter account to stay up to date on the latest news about this epic showdown.
ไพ่
Gosh, this
ชอบ
is
ความ
all
ที่
so
คาสึฮะ ไพ่
exciting.
ไม่สนใจสนใจแมว
Well, hang on to that feeling because
ไอ้
we're
แมวตัวนี้น่าจะเป็นเพื่อนโท
taking a
โมะ
look at the next group of redemption codes. We'll be back to sharing more exciting information about version 4.3 in just a moment.
Yay!
โอเคโอ้อันนี้ก็อะไรเนี่ย เป็นภาพปก การถ่ายทำละครแน่ๆเลย ยังไม่รู้สึกว่าจะไม่ค่อยพูดถึงชิโอริเท่าไหร่เลยในแพทนี้ ต้องไปรอดูตอนเล่น
Welcome back, travelers! We've introduced a lot of content, and we've gotten a ton of inspiration for our commercial. Honestly, our promotion is definitely shaping up.
Totally.
But before we reveal our new idea, let's
System
dive into the
optimization.
system optimizations that the project team has prepared for version
Artifact
4.3.
interface
First, we have some artifact-related optimizations to introduce. With an
enchantment
ever-increasing amount
skill
of artifact sets to
gameplay
choose from,
challenge
many
Wait
travelers may have
for
been hoping for a
one
better
click.
and quicker way to filter and locate desired artifacts. After the version
Artifact
4.3
ทำไม
update, travelers can check out artifact set recommendations for a given character to see what artifact sets active players have been choosing for that character recently.
That's
โอ้
cool.
In addition,
โอ้ นี่มัน
automatic
ความเจริญ
added. Now, when filtering artifacts in your inventory, you can lock the artifacts that fit your filter specifications in batches. With the automatic locking function,
ความเจริญ
required artifacts that fit your locking criteria will automatically be locked when added to your inventory.
Oh, that's awesome.
Travelers can have up to 2 preset auto-lock plans for each artifact set. Travelers can choose their own or follow the recommended settings summarized for active player data. Since it may take some time to collect the necessary statistics, new artifact sets will not feature recommended locking settings immediately.
Okay.
Yes. Of course, if you can lock artifacts in batches, you can unlock them in batches as well. Travelers can look forward to both of those features in the new update. That's not all though.
What?
Travelers will be able to sort artifacts by 3 different attributes. Plus, the artifact enhancement screen will allow travelers to add a greater amount of enhancement materials at once. An enhancement limit feature will also be available. Hopefully, these optimizations will not only
โอ้
make
สามารถ
artifacts easier to find, but also quicker to level. Be on the
สามารถ
lookout
อั
for
พได้
future
ถึง
announcements to
15 อัน
learn more.
The project team is always working hard to address your survey feedback. So, travelers should look forward to further artifact-related optimizations in future version updates. Improvements to equipping artifacts and other artifact-related optimizations are all in the works.
In addition, the project team has made adjustments to provide
Auto
smoother
add.
ascension and enhancement experiences for travelers.
อันนี้
When
คือ
you
ออ
level
โต้
up
ไป
a
เลย
character, enhance an artifact, or enhance a weapon, you no longer have to click so many pop-up windows.
Oh, that's awesome. As a new player using a
ความ
few
เจริญแล้วนะ
2-star materials to level artifacts, the whole process might feel a bit slow, especially with pop-up windows appearing.
โอ้ สามารถใส่
Totally. This new
แต่ก่อนคือใส่ได้แค่อัน
optimization
เดียว
will
ใช่ไหม
produce
คราวนี้ใส่ได้ 5 อันไปเลย
pop-up windows that we have to click through.
ถ้ามีมากพอก็ใส่ไปให้หมดเลย
Much smoother enhancement and leveling process. The next optimization has made it easier to repeat domain challenges. Previously, travelers who tried to continue domain challenges would be sent to the entrance of the domain.
คืออะไรอ่ะ
This meant they would have to run all the way to the center to start the challenge. But after this update, travelers who choose to continue in a domain challenge will load right next to the area where you actually start fighting, which is amazing. So happy farming,
โอ้
everyone!
นี่มันความเจริญ
This
เรา
should
ไม่
be
ต้องไป
a
วิ่ง
great
ไกลๆเลยต่อไปละ
place to farm artifacts for Navia.
Yeah,
True, true.
definitely. In addition, version 4.3 has made it easier to clear your quest backlog. Archon Quest Chapter 2 Act 4, In the Depths, An Unexpected Reunion, takes place in the underground mines of the chasm. In the past, travelers had to complete the world quests, Chasm Spelunkers, and the Heavenly Stones debris before being able to proceed to the Archon Quest. In this update, travelers no longer need to complete those 2 world quests. Instead, travelers can speak directly to the miner who issued the commission to unlock a teleport waypoint.
Oh.
It will take them to the corresponding area and automatically trigger the next steps of the Archon Quest.
Oh,
Oh.
that's amazing.
Yeah. This will hopefully make it easier for travelers to
ถ้าเรายังไม่ได้ไปสำรวจมันก็คือสามารถ
So cool.
เทเลพอร์ตไปได้เลย
Significantly easier for new or lapsed players to access the Archon Quest and claim those sweet intertwined fates as fast as possible.
Yes, definitely.
For sure.
Also, one-click expeditions will be available starting in version 4.3. This
Claim-
will allow
โอ้โห
travelers to claim expedition rewards and repeat
แล้วก็ โอ้โห
expeditions with a single click.
นี่มันความเจริญ
Travelers will be able to processed ingredients and forged items with a single click.
Oh,
โอ
sweet.
เค โอ้
It's
เค
gonna
มออ
make
ฟ
it easier to collect
Okay.
rewards from Catherine.
Definitely.
Mhm.
There's also
แล้วก็
a ton of
เคม
other
ออฟ
quality of life
ขี้เกียจกดทีละอัน
For example, optimizations have been made to enemy tracking with the Adventure Handbook and character selection logics during crafting and forging. In addition, when performing mystic offerings, travelers will now be able to add artifacts in batches. There's a lot to look forward to, so be sure to check future announcements for more information. Okay, moving on from optimization,
อันนี้
a
เกี่ยว
new
กับ
Fontaine-style realm layout will be added to the Serenity Pot. Simply purchase the
คืออะไรอะ
corresponding items from Tubby to unlock it.
Oh, it looks like an aquarium.
อ๋อ
Travelers can use ocean currents to travel between the islands in this layout. Some islands even have ponds that travelers can use to keep.
เราสามารถสร้างบ้านใต้น้ำได้งั้นเหรอ
Water Kingdom, it's just so pretty.
Yeah. And they'll be even prettier once travelers have the chance to make them their own.
ดีสินะ เราจะกลายเป็นนางเงือก
Especially my friend's teapots.
You just
สร้าง
got
สร้าง
totally
ตู้
your
ป่า
design.
สร้างตู้ป่าด้วยตัวเอง
I don't know.
Maybe.
I knew it.
I have another piece of super exciting news to share with everyone. Okay, I know, right? The annual Genshin Impact online concert, Melodies of an Endless Journey, is coming soon. Yay!
อ๋อ
I
มี
heard
คอนเสิร์ต
this year's concert is going to celebrate Genshin's
วันที่
classic
22
melodies in an entirely new way. Let's take a sneak peek at some of the amazing moments that this concert has in store.
สนิกพีมาฟังกัน กดสิ อยากได้แบบมีเสียงร้องอ่ะ จริงๆก็สิอันนี้เมื่อไหร่จะมาอย่าบอกนะว่ามีให้ดูแค่เนี้ย
The 2023 Genshin concert held in Shanghai last September will
ให้ดู
also
ทำไม
be online soon, so stay tuned, travelers.
Whoa, so we have 2 online concerts to look forward to?
Yep. Further details will be announced across Genshin Impact's official social media accounts, so be on the lookout for more information. At the end of version 4.3, travelers can also look forward to the release of the 4th Genshin Impact character OST album, Stellar Moments Volume 4. The album
ครับ
will
คือ
feature
ออก
26
แผ่น
character
เสียงใหม่
songs created by the Hoyo Mix team.
ค่ายเกมที่ทำค่ายเพลง
Finally getting I'll Hate Them and Wanderers OSTs.
Yep, and Farina's song too. Her song All the World's a Stage has already been getting a ton of love.
Oh, that's awesome.
นี่เพลงอะไร
Okay, well, that's all the new information we have to share about the update. So, I guess that means it's time for the version 4.3 special program to come to a
เดี๋ยว
close.
เดี๋ยวจบวันนี้ เดี๋ยวจะ
We haven't even
เดี๋ยวจะ
come
ต้อง
up
ไป
with
ดู
the
ไว้นี่
end
ต่อ
for Chiorio Boutique
ดูตัวอย่าง
Final.
แบบซับไทย
Hey, we've already finished shooting it.
You're right. The special program was a pretty good commercial. I'm certainly not going to forget the name Chioria Boutique after this.
Totally. Oh my gosh, we really did cover a lot of important information today.
For sure. The most important part is our final word from our sponsor, Chioria Boutique. I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I just wanted to let everyone know that I'm so excited to be a part of Genshin Impact, and I cannot wait for all of you to meet Chevres.
Totally. I
Mhm,
feel
mhm.
exactly the same. Can't wait to see more Navia in her fighting action.
Yeah.
And also, can't wait for little swimming sealies.
Yes.
They are so cute.
So
Oh my
cute.
goodness.
And I think the new mini games are really fun, especially the one where we get to make like a little
Mhm.
movie. I love
Yes.
it.
Mhm.
Well, I am just so glad
ก็
that
ค
the
ง
three of us
น่าจะ
have
จ
been
บ
able
แค่
to
นี้
do
แล้ว
this
แหละ
special program together. This has been so much
Me
fun.
too. Really fun,
And
yeah.
that's all we have for the version 4.3 special program. I hope that everyone's looking forward to experiencing all this exciting new content for themselves. Be sure to check it out when the update goes live.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye guys. See you later.
จบแล้ว เอโอ๊ะอะไรอ่ะ อะไรเนี่ย คือ คืออะไรอ่ะ แล้วปู่ปู่มาเมื่อไหร่ เอาชุดนี้มาซะ ต้องการเท่าไหร่ว่ามา โอเค ตกใจมากเลยเห็นปู่มาตอนท้าย โอเค ก็จบไว้เพียงเท่านี้นะครับผมสำหรับการไลฟ์สดเรียกชั่นไลฟ์สดไว้ครั้งนี้ เดี๋ยว เดี๋ยวต่อไปก็จะไปดูอ่าตัว ตัวอย่างของเวอร์ชัน 4.3 นะครับผมในช่อง YouTube ก็เดี๋ยวจบการสตรีมไว้ตรงนี้ก่อน แล้วเดี๋ยวไปเข้าหน้า 4.3 อีกทีหนึ่งเลย ก็ยังไงก็สำหรับวันนี้ก็ถ้าใครหลงทางเข้ามาดูก็ขอบคุณนะครับ แล้วก็วันนี้ก็ขอลาไว้เพียงเท่านี้ก่อนนะครับผม ถ้าใครหลงทางมาก็ฝากกดติดตาม กดไลค์ กด Subscribe กันด้วยนะครับผม กดแชร์ก็ดี โอเค เอาเป็นว่าวันนี้จบเพียงแค่นี้นะครับผม ยังไงก็ไว้เจอกันใหม่ สวัสดีครับ